OSU.com. This is an OSU update. I'm Jenny Carlson. Kyle Fredrickson joins us on the phone. And Kyle, Josh Furman, the Cowboy linebacker who was drafted by the Denver Broncos, has already landed in Denver, already doing some offseason work with the Broncos. What have you heard about his transition from the college game to the NFL?
Right. So, the first week of rookie minicamp is finishing up here. And for every NFL draft pick, whether you're a first round or seventh round guy, it's a huge adjustment, especially early on in these first practices, joining your new team. So for a number of those Denver rookies, just talking with some local media, some reports that have come out recently, a big change was simply just the fast pace of practice, just how quickly things move at the NFL level and what's expected of those guys. But at the same time, Josh Furman was asked those same questions by those same reporters about the pace and how it's affected him. And he said that it really hasn't been an issue. And I suppose that shouldn't come as a huge surprise, just considering the up-tempo that OSU coach Mike Gundy has really instilled, into Stillwater practices over the years, ever since they adopted that, high-flying spread system. Furman even went on to say that practices for him have really been slowed down, the way he looks at it. It's really a chance for everyone to learn at this point, and coaches have been taking their time. And it's kind of interesting because for all the talk about how the up-tempo college game doesn't prepare NFL or college players for the NFL, in terms of pace of practice and how quickly things move at the NFL level, it certainly helps Furman in this case as he's fighting for a roster spot and continues to adapt to that NFL playbook.
I think a lot of Cowboy fans are aware that he was the latest in the college transfer to, make a big splash at OSU. We've seen it happen now a couple times. I think now the question is, could he be that next Cowboy in the NFL who did that to have a spot with his new NFL team? What are you hearing about where he would fit in for the Broncos?
Well, I think at this point it's a little much to expect that he's going to be a guy who's a high up in that rotation in the Denver's defensive backfield, and it's mostly just based on experience. Obviously with only 1 year of being an every down kind of player in Stillwater, at a position that he's now not going to play in the NFL. Furman played linebacker at OSU, and then he'll convert back to safety, which was really his natural position at Michigan. There's going to be a big learning curve, but I think just in terms of the reasons that Denver liked him in the first place, it goes back to his athleticism and the tools he has. And in terms of being an NFL safety, those are things that Furman has, and that he, with continued development and learning the playbook, he can certainly turn those into the skills that he needs to be a safety in the NFL. At his pro day in 4 different testing categories, the 40-yard dash, the vertical leap, the broad jump, the shuttle, all of his marks ranked inside the top 5 for safeties who competed at the combine. So, you figure that when you put those tools with a little bit of special teams work, learning from some of the more veteran guys in that defensive backfield, eventually he could be a guy who could be subbed in on some of their bigger packages in pass defense to get him some experience. But as of now, like I said, it seems like he is destined for a role on special teams and really just moving from there. And if he's a quick learner, which was certainly the case at OSU, if we remember, how quickly he was able to adapt, I think that he has every reason to believe that he can be successful at this level.
Well, he's definitely an OSU alum for Cowboy fans to keep an eye on. And be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.